Welcome everyone, welcome to this beautiful Monday. Hope you all doing well. So today we are here in São Paulo, Brazil, and this is the airport. It's a freeware airport, and today we'll leave here or depart here, and then we fly to another place that I cannot pronounce. Also, I made a little mistake with the company that we are flying today. That company don't exist anymore, so I was not aware of that. But anyway, we will fly that company. So TAM Airlines don't exist anymore since 2016. So it's a bit of a tribute of them. So in the meantime, we do a tour of the airport. First, a quick tour. So this is a freeware airport, not standard from the game. And so it's free to download. And then here is our airplane. So today we have also some news about PMDG, also just flight, for the people that don't know yet. Well, but once we are airborne, I will give you some more information about it. I see that Eddie is in the chat, so welcome to the stream. So here is the webcam. Sorry, and don't look into the camera that much because the camera is placed a bit high, but I have no other option for that. So let's start with the first things. So we need catering, luggage, also the jetway and the power. So let's connect all those things so we can continue. So today we have a flight of 1 hour and 38 minutes, and it's not so long. And then we start also a look air tool, and there it is. Let's see that my headset is a bit loud, so we'll put that down. So as I said, 1 hour and 38 minutes will take the flight, and then we also will check the routing, and of course I forgot to start it up, so I will try to do that very quickly. And there we go. So I can show you the route for today. So there we go. So from the bottom to the top, that's our flight for today. So we stay in Brazil. So there we go. And there's one more thing I need to do. So everything is set, and then we can go into the plane. So welcome to the cockpit. We also see here the symbol. Very nice done. So we start with external power, battery 1, 2, and the fuel pumps, and then the gears 1, 2, and 3. This is the latest update of the flybywire A320, the experimental version. So this is the latest from the latest. Of course, we can expect some bugs in it, but that's normal. So also the beacon light can come on.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
And then we will prepare for boarding.
Cabin crew, prepare for boarding.
So then we go to Atsu. And then we look for the passengers. 107 passengers today, so we start boarding. The announcement is already a bit early. So it's 28 degrees today here in São Paulo. Very nice weather. And then we also need to fuel. We will do that first. So for today's flight we need 7,935 kilograms of fuel. So we put real. It takes 6 minutes. Also see the logo on the coffee. Very nice done. Don't like coffee, so I don't care. And then we go to the init page, and then it's request sim brief, and then we can align the IRS. And then we can also set departure. First I need to see what runway. So it will be runway 27 right or left. So it seems we don't get any clearance. That's nice. So we try one more time. So 27 right. We will do that. So I need to adjust the route for today. So 27 right. And then we need Vuna 2A. So we insert that. And then destination arrival will be runway 11. Insert that. And then we wait. And we can already check our flight plan. So seems to be good. Daniel's Aviation, welcome to the stream and to the chat. I'm sorry that I see your message a bit late. Was here too busy setting up the things. So welcome to the stream and to the chat. I hope you're doing well. We just started the stream. So flight plan looks good. I'm happy about that. So for our flight level, it will be 39,000 feet. So we go directly to 39,000 feet. And then we can light up some panels. And I have the feeling that I forgot something, but we will see what that is. Daniel's Aviation, you're good. Nice to hear, mate. So I'm happy to hear that. I'm also fine today. I'm still a bit tired, but all fine. And so today we have a rather short flight. It will be 1 hour and 39 minutes. I think it's something like that. And I hope my PC will hold it today, because I hear some cracking. That's never a good sound. And Jonah Roberto, hello, good evening. Daniel's Aviation, yeah, I was working the whole weekend, and it was a night shift, so So it's tiring. So we go back to Atsu and see for the passengers. $89. And Jonah, Roberto, see you later, alligator. Well, we'll see you later. Probably tomorrow morning. I hate mornings. So also the fuel is done. So it seems that new updates refuel faster than before, and also boarding is a bit quicker. So boarding is done. Daniel's Aviation, yeah, I bet night shift. They're probably used to, well, one week have night shift, 1 week, like 1 weekend of night shift, the other weekend have day shift. So you get used to it, but it's always hard the Monday after not so many sleep. All right, so we can continue with the MCDU. So we go to page 2. So block fuel is 8.0, and with changing the flight plan I needed to have more fuel, but I have a reserve of 2000 kilograms, so we are good. So let's calculate that. And then we can go to the performance page. So flaps will be 1 up and 0.0. As always the same, because I don't know the numbers, exact numbers. Also the flex stamp, you can calculate that with a tool, but even then it's not 100% accurate. So we set 48. So V2 speed will be 134, VR speed is 130, and then V1 speed is 139. So that's all set. And then we can, with more light on the panels, and this button, and this button, and then we are pretty much done. It's actually a very easy plane. So all passengers are in the plane, so we can actually get rid of the catering and also the luggage. But oh, I forgot to do that, but whatever, it's too late. Also disconnect the jetway. Nasser Fretas SBSP, no, it's Sierra Bravo Golf Romeo, so SBGR, and we fly to SBIL, so Sierra Bravo India Lima. Yes, it's SBGR. That's correct. It's Sao Paulo is the main airport, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was the base hub of TAM. but that company don't exist anymore since 2016. I didn't know that. Otherwise we didn't do that flight, but I just noticed that just before the stream started. Nasser Fretas Elbel is good luck. Short runway. Yes, yes, indeed. Well, I'm not afraid of that. Even on a long runway, sometimes it goes wrong, so I don't care. It's always a challenge to do that. Last week or the week before, we did Hamilton Island in Australia, so that was also a short runway. I made it, but the way how I made it was a bit But 43 on the flag stamp. Well, we will see what we can do. Performance page. I'm sorry. So 43. So do that change anything? And no. Just flag stamp 43 degree. Daniel's Aviation, you love the challenge? Well, yeah, me too. I love it. And so that gives me a bit more stress. And then you make even more mistakes. So if you didn't see my landing at Hamilton Island in Australia, check the latest flight from Australia, then you will see it. So I think we are all set for taxi. So we need to start the APU. Before I forget that, last flight I forgot that. Lesser Fred has very beautiful app. What app you mean? So also the weather, of course, it's Brazil. The weather is nice. So 28 degrees Celsius. Always good. So APU is starting. So for the people that are interested in PMDG and don't know yet the latest information, well, stay tuned. Also for the Just Flight 146, I have some little information. Also APU bleed on, sorry. That's a fair approach, of course. Thank you. Nasser, thank you very much. We will have a nice flight. So we can go for our pushback. So there we go. I don't know what is wrong with the pushback, but normally you have communication between the driver and the pilot. So the last 2-3 flights we didn't have that. I don't say what I need to do. And so also the pushback, the liveries are freeware. Also the catering. So normally it needs to lift the airplane. It doesn't do that. So I believe we just can go. And we prepare for engine start. Oh, so, I need to check it out. That I didn't check. I just downloaded that, and this was the latest update, but that was 2 weeks ago or something, and it just released. So maybe there's another update, and yeah, I didn't check inside the folder if there was some more things. So thank you. I will check it. So we are ready for pushback. So there we go. And we can start engine 2. And of course we need to taxi to the other end of the airport or the runway, because I was expecting that we will start at 9 left. No, I need to open it. Okay. Thank you for the information. It's nice sound. That's why I want to use this version of the A320, the experimental version, because of the sound. That makes a lot, actually a big difference. No sir, yes, it's the other end of the runway, because we are at the starting point actually of runway 9 left and 9 right. And so engine 2 is ready. We can start engine 1. Normally we had also an announcement, but I forgot to board the passengers, of course. So for the people that want to hear that announcement, I will try to do it. So in the meantime we can taxi. And we set flaps 1 before we forget it. We also need to set the taxi lights and turn off the APU, of course. I think I need to do the announcements on my own.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome on board. Well, we want to ensure your trip on the Legionnaire is comfortable, and our primary interest is in your safety. With that in mind, please remove the safety information card from the seat back pocket near you and follow along as you demonstrate the safety.
Yusuf, welcome on board. I'm doing fine, and thanks for joining the stream and the chat. So, Yusuf, I'm doing fine. Hope you also doing fine. So we are taxiing to the other side of the airport. I thought it was would be a runway 9 left, but it seems to be now runway 27 right. Weekend HD Mapper, welcome to the stream and to the chat. You're a new player in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, that's a good thing. First of all, welcome to the stream and to the chat, and hope you're doing well. So, welcome to the Flight Sim community, and also to our stream. So, Microsoft Flight Simulator is the most beautiful simulator if it comes to flying. And there is also some news about the PMDG 737. For the people that don't know it, I will tell you later. Also, the Just Flight 146 will be released very soon. Also, the pricing is already up to date. And so for the new people here, if you want to see a challenge, well, we have some. And today is also the landing on a short runway. So always a challenge here. The landings are sometimes a bit funny. There's always something that goes wrong, especially with this plane, because we use the experimental version, and they also always try to do new things and better things, but sometimes it don't work properly. That's because it's the experimental version of this plane. Captain Gres, hello, welcome to the stream and to the chat again. Welcome back. I'm fine, a bit tired, but fine. So I hope you are also fine. So now we need to wait here for the other plane that will take off. And this plane that is a bit turning around. So we will wait for that. So that plane will line up on the runway, so we can take his place. So tomorrow we have an Australian flight. It's actually a flight request. So in meantime we can put on the landing lights and the takeoff lights, and strobe can come on.
Please prepare for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff runway 27 right 10 3324.
So we wait for that plane. And then we can take off. So flaps are set on 1. And I hope everything is set properly. And there are some other planes coming. So there we go. Okay, we can line up. So a runway 27 right. So we are ready for takeoff. And then we set the clock. So there we go. Captain Grass, you have a question. Did you try to fly on the net? On VATSIM? Not yet. I joined it to learn the basics, but because of the lack of time, I didn't do it yet. So V1, takeoff. And there we go. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. And there we go. And then we can go to climb mode. And there we go. So Captain Grass, well, I tried to do it in VATSIM, but sometimes it's very hard to understand the communication, and because I'm not used to it, I need to learn more and practice more before I do it in the stream. But I like to do it in the stream in the future, but I just need to have more free time. My days are too short. And we forgot the flaps, of course. There we go. We retract flaps. So we go to 8,000 feet. So the sound is much better than in the stable version of this plane. So that's why I fly this one. And then we can go to standard mode. And then we can turn off the landing lights once we reach 10,000 feet. So that's now. So another left turn, and then we go into the right direction. So after 3 minutes, this is São Paulo, how it looks from out in the plane. So Captain Grass, yeah, you understand and you agree that it's sometimes very hard to understand the controller. Yes, indeed. And if you are not used to it, then you cannot make anything of it. I believe if you are very used to the communication, that you know what they are saying anyway.
Just a few moments, you'll see our flight attendants moving about the cabin, preparing for your in-flight snack and beverage service. We do ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened while the
So that was that. In meantime, we are at 17,000 feet. So, but I'm still a bit concerned about my stream because I hear some cracking in my headset, and mostly that's not a good sign for a stream. Captain Grace, you will be back in 10 minutes. No problem, mate. Take your time, and see you soon. So in meantime, let me check some views here. And then also for the people that want to know where we are or how we fly, this is the route, and we go to the top. Go from the bottom to the top, and it will take around 1 hour and 39 minutes. If I'm correct, not sure. Well, 1 hour and 43 minutes because I changed the flight plan, because we needed to take off on the other side of the runway, and then we need to turn back in the air. So in meantime, we are at 21,000 feet, and there I see a problem. Let's see what the plane will do. I didn't check the flight plan after changing the runway. Let's see what you will do here. And so it seems it will follow on this line, and that's a good thing. So we always need to be prepared for that. In meantime, we are almost at 24,000 feet, and we are flying for 9 minutes. So it follows our plan. So that's good. So normally I will always tell you the fleet details of the company that we are flying today. This is the company. So for the people that are familiar in Brazil with this airline, or maybe a lot of other people will know that this is an airline that is not active anymore since 2016. So they don't have planes anymore. So I cannot give the fleet details. And again, we have nice weather, like always. We always fly in real weather. So today, 28 degrees Celsius in São Paulo. So and then we will continue with climbing. So about the other planes that will come out, like the Just Flight 146, so it will be released at the end of this month, in the week of the 25th, and normally they said it will be 74.95 euros, but it's reduced to 59.95 euros. So in pounds that's 49.99, and in dollars it's 64.99. And that plane will be released at the end of April, and it looks very, very, very good. It's a professional and it's very detailed, so you can already find some videos about it on YouTube. Also, how you need to start up. It are videos from Just Flight, so check it out if you are interested in the plane. So it comes out at the end of the month for 59.95 euros, or let's say $65.50. So very nice, beautiful airplane. Well done. And also about the PMDG, a real release date there is not yet, but there is some information. They will be releasing the 737-700 first. Captain Gretz, welcome back, mate. So PMDG will release the 737-700 first, and then 6 weeks after they will release the 600 version. Another 6 weeks after that they will release the 800, and then another 6 weeks after the 900. After that they will do some updates. I believe it was after 24 weeks they will also update the cabin in a higher resolution, so more detail, and other smaller updates that they like to implement in the airplane. And I also hear that they are working on the 777 already. And so after the release of the 900, they will also work on the MAX, so the 737 MAX. But the 777, they will release it first, I think. So when everything is released of the next generation version, then they will concentrate mainly on the 777. I'm happy, very happy to hear that, because that's one of my favorite planes. About pricing of the PMDG 737, and no details yet. It will be pricey, be sure of that. And there's also a cargo version, a business version, and a normal version. So if you buy the 700, you have those 3 versions included. Captain Grass, will you buy the B737 from PMDG? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. So in the beginning I was not really waiting on it, but the longer it takes, I'm really waiting for it now. So I like to fly it, to test it, and then see what it is. So they give always high quality. I never flown a PMDG, and so it will be my first time. I was flying the Zibo in X-Plane 11, also a nice plane. So I like to see the differences. Of course, this is a newer game, graphics wise. It's another level, so you cannot compare, but yeah, I'm looking forward to fly that bird. And also for the Just Flight 146, I was not really looking forward to it because I don't like 4-engine planes. But the more I read about it and see of it, then yeah, I have more and more interest in that plane. So I like to try it. It is a bit of a learning curve because the plane is totally different than what I'm used to. But yeah, we will learn and fly. Also, I'm waiting for the DC-3 in from Aeroplane Heaven. That was normally planned for the end of March, but it's still not there, so it will come soon, I hope. They posted already some screenshots on their Facebook of it, so also on YouTube a sound check. So it looks and sounds good. So hopefully it flies good. And that will be released very soon as well. So by the end of the month, I believe we have 2 planes that we can fly, more than this, because now we also can fly the A330-900 by Headwind. He did already a hotfix for the rocket climb. In the meantime, he has another update of it, but I didn't test it yet, so I cannot tell what that update do. But it's also a nice plane. It's a freeware and very nice. I also saw that Captain Sim, or what is that company that makes the 777 here for this for Microsoft Flight Simulator. They will also making the C-130. Back in the day, I bought that C-130 for FSX, I believe it was, and it was a nice plane. But after the release of the 777 here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm not sure I will buy it. And so, in meantime, we are at 37,000 feet, almost, and we are flying for 19 minutes. So 2,000 feet to go. So for the people that have more questions about the PMDG or the Just Flight 146, ask. I can look it up if you want, if I don't know it. And if I don't find it and don't know it, I cannot answer it, but just ask. Also about the Aeroplane Heaven DC-3 or anything else, just fire the questions. For Captain Grass, you asked me if I want to buy the 737 from PMDG. So I said yes. I don't know if I will buy every variant of it, but at least one I will buy. Also depending on the prices, of course. So, and I think at the end, when they all are released, then you can buy a bundle pack or something. But now it's all separated. So every 6 weeks there is another variant coming out. So first is the 700, then the 600, the 800, and then the 900, I believe, in that order. And we are at cruising altitude. Scarface needs money. Yo, what's up? Well, I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. How are you today? And welcome to the stream and to the chat. So, welcome back. Scarface needs money. You like ham?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
So this is the livery for today. But the company don't exist anymore since 2016. So Scarface needs money. Fine, nice to hear that you are fine. So happy Monday. Scarface needs money in Brazil. Tom, real life crashed. Yes. And so the passengers can go as well, because I forgot the seatbelt sign. And then we can also do that by a look air tool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the Wi-Fi for you to access. Please check the seat pocket for Wi-Fi information. If you need any assistance, ask for one of our crew members. Thank you.
Scarface needs money, that's why this company is not easy. Then wish you a good flight. See what your landing will be like today. Well, it's a short runway. I know that already, and we will see. It will be something different again, but you never know. Maybe it will be a good landing this time. I hope. Always hope that. If not, it will be a funny landing. In the meantime, we are flying for 25 minutes. The flight time is 1 hour and 43 minutes. So this is the route that we do today. And you can see where we are. Tomorrow we have an Australian flight. It's from Sydney. I know that we depart there. And I think we fly to Dunedin. I didn't check the airport out yet, but I believe it will be also a challenge, because it's a flight request from the disciple, and he give me sometimes some tricky landings. Scarface needs money. Funny landing, that's right. We should have this plane better land. But yeah, I wish that also, that I can land it better. But we will see today. But I think this plane is still okay, but I had some problems with headwind A330 because it's sitting higher from the ground. That makes it sometimes a hard landing, because I think there is more room to go lower, but there isn't, so well, yeah, it just needs to get used to it. But this is the A320 again, so we are used to that. No, then we do some calculations. I think we are flying straight in. I will check that. Like that. So I can just put in the destination airport. Destination airport is Asbel. So Sierra, Bravo, India, and Lima. So 505 nautical miles to go, and then we put here just a 0. So that's 122 nautical miles before the airport that we start our descent, around that. Scarface needs money. You haven't played for 3-4 days because there was a lot of work at the moment. Okay, well, it's the same for me. My last flight was Thursday. That was also the last stream that I did. So after that I don't have time to fly. So I have actually 4 flights a week, and that's all during the stream. Other than that, I have no time to fly. So just 4 landings a week. So if we check the weather at our destination airport, it will be 29 degrees and the wind speed is 5 knots. Scarface needs money. Hard times. Yes, yes, everywhere it's hard times. So people tell me in chat if you will buy the PMDG 737, if you are interested in that plane, and what variant of it that you prefer. Let me know in chat. I always preferred the smaller versions, so the 600, 700. But a lot of people want the 800 or even 900. So I guess the 800 will be the most popular 737. Also in real life, if you only count Ryanair, and then you have a lot of them. I don't know in the US which company has the most. Of me, maybe people are waiting for the 737 MAX that also PMDG will bring, but after the next generation series. And I believe they will put also the 777 up front. So that's also a plane that I will buy. That's my favorite. So are we still in the COVID period or not? We will check. There. Nope, we are not in the COVID period anymore, so that button is not working anymore. No COVID in this plane, so you don't need to wear a mask. And in the meantime, the disciple is here. So, good morning, mate. It's only 8 AM. Alright, so very good morning. And welcome to this chat and to the stream, of course, like always. So, we give you just a quick update, and we are flying for 33 minutes. We are cruising at 39,000 feet. So the flight time will be 1 hour and 43 minutes, and we fly with this livery, a company that don't exist anymore since 2016. I didn't know that. Just before the flight I checked it, and yeah, this company is not existing anymore. I also give the update about the PMDG 737, also about the Just Flight 146, about prices and the release date of that bird. The disciple, oh, Brazil again, nice mate. Oh, I think I remember seeing them years ago. Well, yes, until 2016 you could see them, but from then there is nothing anymore for them. On Flight Simulator 2004 you recall seeing them as the AA plane traffic. Alright. Well, now you see it again here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So it was actually a little mistake from me, because we always want to do real flights. Well, this is actually not a real flight anymore, but Scarface needs money. I think the disciple speaks English. It's not from Brazil. Alright. So it seems that my cracking in my headphone is gone, so I hope that will save the stream, because normally when I get tracking, then something goes wrong with my PC and then it's pretty much a freeze. So, but the cracking is gone. Scarface needs money, please don't fall. We have already lost one. So also for the Disciple, tomorrow we have an Aussie flight. So we fly in Australia and we fly with New Zealand Air New Zealand, sorry. So from Sydney to Dunedin, if I pronounce that good. You read about the Agile 757 crash, mate? Yes, I saw the video. Why this thing is not disappearing? Okay, there we go. So your Royal Air Force uses the 757-200. It had an issue with the nose gear some years ago. Well, yeah, they still don't know what happened exactly, I believe. But I saw the video when it landed and that it was turning around and go off the runway. So yeah, it's hard to tell on those videos what happened. And so yes, Air New Zealand, we fly tomorrow and we depart in Sydney in Australia. And I don't know what to expect because I didn't check out the airport yet, but if I know the Disciple already a bit, it will be a bit tricky. But I don't care. Today is also tricky because it's also a not short runway, but it's short. And so in the meantime we practice. And if we don't have a good landing, then we just have a failure or a funny landing, like with the A330 that we did. I think it was the first landing that I did with it. It was on 2 wheels or something. Monic with the balls, hello, and I speak for a moment in my own language. Goedenavond tante, welcome to the stream. Ik hoop dat alles goed is met u. En nou, kijk gerust hè. So that was in my own language. The Disciple, Dunedin, easy enough, mate. I landed the 747-800 a few months back. Okay, well, I don't know. I didn't check it out yet, the airport. But if I know you a bit, then sometimes you come up with a short runway. Like, oh no, Hamilton Island was actually my idea. But yeah, I can also expect that from you. That you give me a short runway. But I don't mind. Today we have also a short runway, so. Monique with the balls, everything okay? Well, nice to hear that. Everything fine here. Just a bit tired. Didn't sleep much this weekend. Dus wat ik zeg in het Engels is dat ik niet goed, niet ver geslapen heb en dat ik wel moe ben. So once again, the nice livery of Tam, Brazil. And then we can check here in the cockpit again. And then we see that we have 400 nautical miles to go. So Scarface, Scarface needs money. The last 3 days land EasyJet was a good landing. The only one else I have to do is better with the functions. Okay, I understand. So the disciple, you need to drink some hot chocolate, mate. It high in magnesium will help you sleep. Well, I like chocolate or hot chocolate, so I will try to do that. Thank you for the advice. Money quitables, how come? Well, I had a night shift, and after the first night shift I don't sleep good. And then the second night shift I sleep better, but yeah, then just 4 hours or something, then you wake up and then you do the stuff that you need to do. So in the weekend I don't sleep much, and during the week even less. Dus wat ik kan zeggen was dat ik weinig geslapen heb zondagmorgen dat ik thuis kwam, en dan ja, de laatste nacht eigenlijk heb ik maar 4-5 uur geslapen of zoiets. Dan opgestaan en dan zo'n beetje een wrak. Dus dan mee. The disciple, very nice weather again. Yes, indeed. We are in Brazil, so it's 29 degrees, between 28-29 degrees. So yeah. The disciple, you drink Dutch processed stuff. Okay. That's nice. You don't have chocolate in New Zealand? Or good quality chocolate? I thought I had to hear the subscription, but it was very quickly gone. And I see that my alert box is off. So for the one that just did the subscription, let me know in chat who it was, because my alert box was off again and I just hear a thing. And so normally it needs to come on the screen, and otherwise you just unsubscribe and subscribe again, and then you come on the screen again, I believe. Just test it out. So So yeah, I've got already the notification. So Alexander, and the last name is Valerio, Alexander Valerio. Thank you for the subscription, mate. Welcome to the stream and to the chat. I hope you're doing fine. So my excuse that it's not coming on the stream. My alert box was off, it says. Don't know why. And so the Disciple it won't be working for a few days. It got a very good diesel mechanic going out to the mine today. All right, and then you know, just been flying the fly-by-wire at A320, not tried the headwind for some days, but there's a new update for the headwind A330. I don't know if you have that already. I also didn't see when it came out, but I saw today that there was a new update after the hotfix, and there's another one now. So the Disciple is just 4 away from 300. I don't know. Okay, so we have 3 subscriptions during this stream. So for the 3 that subscribe, thank you very much for all 3. So it helps me, it helps us, and just to want to make a better stream with better quality and more planes. The Disciple, the problem with it going into reverse thrust when powering it up was annoying you. Which plane? The headwind or the fly-by-wire? Because I don't have that. I think you need to calibrate your joystick again, or your throttle and fly pad. The Scarface needs money. Fly now in 40 minutes from Rio to Salvador, Brazil. Well, I did already a flight to Salvador, so I know that airport. Not good, but I landed there one time during a stream. So you like Salvador airport? Were there in real life, always nice, and that you can see the airports here, and then also that you have passed there in real life, always nice. Oh, so the Disciple, the headwind A330, well, to the A320 don't do that to you, it's just the headwind, but check the fly pad, and there on settings it's exactly the same. Let me see if I find the right button to go to the fly pad. So the layout is here a bit different, but if you go to sim options, I believe, and then you go to calibrate, then you need to see that from my throttles I turn this off, and then you click on this, and then you put your throttle in idle position, and then you set from throttle, you click this on the both sides, and then save and apply. Then you click climb mode, and you set your throttles in climb mode, and then you do the same again. So set on from throttle, save and apply. You do that also for the flex, and the same thing for the toga. Save and apply, and then it should work. But always see that your throttles, you place it in the correct position when you do that here. So that's how I did it, and that's actually my setting here. Because standard this is on, I also needed to turn it off in the headwind A330. So you need to reset, calibrate it again, and then it's just handles the same as the A3. 35 more hours and I get promoted to first officer in pilot's life. Very nice. Very nice. So yes, yeah, you need a lot of hours to get promoted, but oh, the disciple, you missed that. Your stream started buffering. Oh, again. That's not good. So you didn't see what I explained on the flight pad. Let me know. If that is the case, then I will do it again. So how much wind we have? We have 18 knots. That's not much. So a tailwind of 18 knots. Yeah, not much. So disciple, let me know if you didn't see what I was explaining on the iPad, how to set up the throttles, then let me know, then I can redo it. We have time, so no problem. So meantime we are flying for 54 minutes and we still need to go for 304 nautical miles. Well, can you show me again? No problem. So it's exactly as the same as here, and you go to the layout is different because it's the 7.4 or 07.4 version of the fly-by-wire. So that is the same as the stable version of this plane. So the headwind do the same. So you go to the sim options, this one here, and then you go to calibrate. For me, I need to turn this one off, and then just click on idle, and then you put your throttles on idle, so the 0 position, and then you click set from throttle, save and apply. You do the same for climb, so you click on climb, you put your throttles on climb mode, you put them in climb mode, and then you set from throttle, and then save and apply. You do the same for the flex and the toga. So every time you click on it, you put it in that position and then set from throttle, and then save and apply, and you're good to go. Nabil Vlogs, welcome to the stream and to the chat. Specs. The specs are in the description below. And so you can find my specs of the PC there. Also the gear that I use. I think everything there. The Disciple, no thanks. I'm here to help, and I hope it helps for you. So with the headwind, you just need to do the same. Just the layout is a bit different than here, because this is another version of the fly-by-wire. But just the sim options or whatever it was, you go there and then calibrate, and then you do the thing and that I just explained, and then it should work. At least that worked for me. So for the people that want to see the map again, here we are. So we are more than halfway. The Disciple, you are not overly big on the A330, not one of your favorite planes, so you don't fly it that much. Well, yeah, I don't care, the plane, it's nice, it's actually pretty much the same than the A320, just a bit bigger, so we will fly it more. I will fly it more, but also depending on what aircraft is coming out and what flights we do. So now we are just flying for one airplane, and then in the future we will fly the 737, the A330, and also the just flight 146, and also the DC-3. The Disciple, you like the sound of the older CO engines on them, with the Rolls-Royce engines. Okay. The more noise the better for me. If you go to the outside, I don't know what happened, but before there was a rattle when you took off, and I don't hear it anymore. Did they change something? You can hear that from the inside, but not from the outside anymore. Or do I miss something? So it was when you were taking off, actually. Now, so it sounds the same actually now. And the Disciple is laughing. I hope not with me. But I think so. So, what time is it in Australia? People from Australia, what time is it there? I'm waiting for a release for a plane, so I can't wait until they go to the office. The Disciple, you like the Brazil written on the engine? That's a nice touch, mate. Well, I didn't make the livery, but the guy that made it, yeah, did a good job. I don't know who it is, but Yes. Monique Quid was, oh yeah? What do you mean with that? Did I mean something? Did I miss something? The Disciple a bit more, yeah, a bit like the F1, more noise the better. Well, yeah, that's what I'm missing on the Formula 1. And in meantime, you are speaking about F1. I need to say that the cars are more beautiful than the last couple of years, or 10 years, or 15. So now the front looks like more like the 90s car, so I like that. For the people that don't know that, I am a Formula 1 fan. Sorry about that. The Disciple, yes, the look pretty slick this year. Yeah, correct. Much better than the past 10, 15, 20 years, whatever. So ugly cars, but now they are top notch. Very nice. So let's check how far we need to go before we are too late. I'm sorry if I knock my microphone every time. It's pretty much everywhere in the way. I need to put a camera behind me to see what I need to do to reach my mouse. And so 226 nautical miles to go, and we are flying for 1 hour and 4 minutes. So and then we take a window view. Always nice to see. The Disciple, the Ferrari F12, was one of the ugliest ones from the past. Hated that high nose on it. Yeah. I like the 90s cars with a low nose. Like the first car where Schumacher was driving with, the Jordan in Spa-Francorchamps. That type of cars, the Ferraris, yeah, when they drove with number 27 and 28. Well, nice cars. They need to go back to those numbers and give Ferrari back 27 and 28, and the following team 20 and 9 and 20 and 30 or something, you know. So the Disciple, did you hear about the pricing of the planes? And that they also, PMDG is also working on a 777, and that they also will bring out the 737 MAX, 2 variants of it. So it's all nice. The Disciple, you need to configure your wing views for the flybywire A320 to get them like yours. Well, don't do that. Just download it. It's easier. You can have there is a download on that famous site. You just can find it there and download it, and it's all good to go. The Disciple, you hear the just flight 146 is pricey. Well, pricey, I don't know what price you hear. The first price of the second price. And so the first price was 75 euro. That means $80 American dollars, or 60 pounds. But now they lowered the price to 50 pounds and or 60 euro or 65 American dollars. So it's a bit lower, like 15 euro. The Disciple, 59 euro. Yes, it's still big money for one plane, but if you compare it with other planes, then and from this quality, then okay. Yes, it's still it stays expensive, of course, but the quality is, well, very good, it seems. So you're gonna finish the rest of your breakfast. Well, let's enjoy. So the Disciple also said the PMDT 777, that will be cool. Well, it will be very cool because it's a damn nice place. So in meantime, 1 hour and 9 minutes, and then 183 nautical miles to go. So if someone wants to do me a favor, I just need one subscription to get 300, so please, thank you. 300 will be nice to end the stream today, so if someone wants to give me that one, I have 300. So if you like the content, and just give it a like. It's always nice to see if people like it or don't like it. So if you don't like it, also let me know. I see the 70% of my followers are not subscribed. No, 70% of the people that watch the video are not subscribed. So if you watch and you like it, please subscribe and like the video, so I can bring more and better content. Monic Whittables Smiley, Thank you. So also for the people that fly this plane, if you want also the same views, if you don't know yet, then there is a download for it. Just look for it, and then you have just the same views as me. Instead of doing all by yourself, you just can download it and it's ready to go. And we have also a view under. Oh, something goes wrong. So a view under the plane, sometimes nice to see. Scarface needs money. With you, it's day. With me, a nice epic view. But you also find the ones with me cool. Okay, thank you. So 150 nautical miles to go, and then we will put our destination data. First we see our top of descent, that will be here. I don't trust the VNAV system yet, but we will see what it brings. So what was I'm looking for? So the information, actually it's all written here that we need, I believe. So we go to the performance page, and then to the next page and the next page. So QNH will be in 1010. All right, so we put in 1010. Temperature will be in 29 degrees. Oh, come on. So what was it, 29 degrees? And then we check it here, it was 29 degrees. And then the wind is 70. Wind direction is 70, and then 0.5 knots. And then we put that here. So that's done. And then we can go back to the calculation page, because it's 122. And we are at 135. So we will lower the altitude setting. We go first to 10,000 feet. So it says 20 nautical miles to go. Possible. I actually didn't check what time we started, if this is real time or not. I believe not. So we keep an eye on our top of descent. So 120 nautical miles. So it says less than 10. And then we can pray for a good landing for our first stream of the week. And hope everything will be fine. Oops. So we start our descent. And there we go. So again, this is the latest version of this plane. I didn't test it out, so the first time.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
So it gets very, very quiet. So also for the people that are interested in military aircraft like a C-130, Captain Sim has released a brand new product for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it's the C130. But it's only the outside that you can get, and not the cockpit. There is no cockpit in it. It's just wonderful. So yeah, I had that one in Flight Simulator X or something, FSX, and that was good, or good enough. So also the price will be $15 for that outside plane, just the looks on the outside. And you can also have the cargo bay, but other than that there is no virtual cockpit. Great. The Disciple, you're back. One thing annoys you a bit about this livery, the Brazilian flag on the angle. Yeah, it's on an angle. I mean this one, or the back one. No, the back is this. It is this one. Yeah. The Disciple talking about the C-130. The New Zealand Air Force is sending one to Ukraine. So that's a long flight for a plane that only flies at top speed 650 kilometers an hour. Yes. Yeah, something is off with that flag. Yeah. It don't bother me, but you're right. So in meantime, we are at 25,500 feet, still 74 nautical miles to go. And then we check also if you are on the right height. So here it says 78 we need it, and we are 72 away. And what says the flight plan? Not much. So I need to be at 2,500. And that's 2,000. And then we click to 500. There we go. The Disciple, everything else about the livery is nice. Well, yeah, I think so. It's very nice. Just that flag that is a bit on an angle, so. The Disciple, my flight tomorrow is not Adelaide. It's your request that I put in front. So we start in Sydney. So that's first. So cool, yeah. Well, because in Australia there are less flights than or less companies and less destinations, I believe, than if you talk about North America, South America, or Europe. So that's why. If you have a flight request, then for Australia, give me and then I will do it. Oh, so that will be over 3 hours tomorrow. Ouch, that will hurt. I didn't check it yet because I still need to prepare everything for it, so I will do that after the stream. Tomorrow morning I'm early away and I come home, I don't know. So I need to do set everything for tomorrow just after the stream, because I don't know what the time I will arrive home. I just hope I'm back home to start up the stream. So it will take about 3 hours and 7 minutes average. So it was 4 months ago that you did it for the last time. Okay. Well, we find something about that for it. We can always speed a bit up, and I will find something. So meantime, 15,000 feet. I hope we will make it. So 45 nautical miles it says that we need. And we have 44 to go, so that would be fine. And I forgot to put it out of standard. Oops, other side. And there we go. So QNH is 2986. Also thank you for that information that I just need to press B. I didn't know that. But and Daniel's Aviation told me that. Thank you for that. So I put it on 2005 and it says 2007. Where it gets that information. No, here. Hello, will you say something? Okay, thank you.
Overcast skies and 57 degrees. Hope you enjoy the ride, and thank you for flying Allegiant. Flight attendants, please prepare for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, please stow all carry-on items back under the seat in front of you, or in the overhead bins, and your seatbelt should be securely fastened. We are not only your flight attendants today, we are the cabin cleaners as well. Kindly take a look at the floor areas of the seat back pockets. Pass towards the aisle of the used service items, newspapers, magazines, anything that you no longer wish to take with you. We'll collect those items shortly. As well, you're welcome to turn in any of those completed Allegiant World MasterCard applications at this time.
Thank you for the announcement. Disciple, do you think the landing rate in pilot's life is accurate? About last 3 flights it gave me a 200 rating and one about 183. My landings have been on the heavy side a bit. I don't know if it's accurate. I think it's more accurate than this one that I have. I don't know exactly. Yeah, but what is accurate? It's so hard to predict actually. So in the meantime I've put on my speed flaps, as you can see, because I needed to slow down to 250 knots because we are below 10,000 feet. Blue 10,000 feet means also that I need to put on the landing lights, of course. And I always forget that. So 8,000 feet. I believe speed brakes can retract it. Disciple American crew talking, but it's a Brazilian airline. Yes, indeed. But I found this one a good one, especially the beginning when the safety briefing. Disciple, you think the pilot's life is a very good value for money? Yes, indeed. It's a very nice program for the people that don't know where to fly to. Well, check out Pilot's Life. Always have a flight in your hands. So, and also V2 of it is coming out when, I don't know, because they are still they just started beta testing. So yeah, maybe you can wait for V2. But a Pilot's Life is a very nice and simple program that gives you always a flight to do. Actually, you work for an airline company, and that gives you flights what you need to do, and you get an hourly salary. So yeah, it's actually a very nice program. So today no ILS, it's AirNav landing. I will ask for no. ATC is not working anymore, thank you. Sometimes it's just better that I shut up. So 1 hour and 34 minutes we are flying. And then I need to put my replay landing rating already in place. There are some hills here. I'm still too far away, I believe. No. It says 2,500. So it will be okay. Just on time. Francesca, Arthur, welcome to the stream and to the chat. But unfortunately, I cannot understand what you are saying. My excuse for that. If you can say it in English or try to do it a bit so I can understand. So he said, I want to know more attention. Yeah. Okay, well, I need to concentrate on the approach. And so we will do that first, and we always can come back to that question. We are still 299 subscribers, so one more to go, and then I have 300. It will be nice if we can end here. Where's the damn airport? Oh, there. Okay. So I will take manual control, and then we can do what we need to do. Flaps first, because I forget everything now. Right, good job. There we go. Speed brakes, flaps too, and they're already too fast. And turn off the throttle. We just do everything manual, and then you can put your landing rating in. This will be a hard landing or a fast landing. And then my speed brakes, my auto brakes, I'm sorry for that. And I need to put the record button as well, everything on the same time. Maybe also my gear down, that will be on time. Flaps. There we go. I'm landing with the yoke again. That will be not good. That will be not good. Alright. As you can see, I thought I was done, but I was not. Alright. Well, the worst landing ever, and then we are not out of runway. My excuse for this landing. Disciple, I think you will be very wrong with that 220. Okay, this was one of my 2 worst landings ever. Albapino, welcome to the stream, to the chat. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? You just came in the wrong moment, because I needed to land, and that landing was not very great. So, but we have it on replay. Now, is the landing calculator correct?
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
A second.
safety as well as the safety of those around you. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened, all of you carrying items safely stowed and out of the aisleway until the aircraft does come to a complete and final stop. Once our captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign, that will be your one and only indication that it's safe to get up and gather your personal belongings. Please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items do tend to shift during flight. Please refrain from smoking till safe outside the terminal, and then only in designated smoking areas. You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronics while we taxi to the gate. If you haven't already done so, kind of download the free Allegiant to Go app, which you can use to check in for your next flight. Get your boarding pass and skip those lines at the airport. Allegiant to Go is available for both iPhone and Android devices. If you're claiming luggage here, just follow the signs to baggage claim. Our uniformed representatives meeting the aircraft will be more than happy to assist you regarding any ground transportation or baggage claim. And on behalf of your entire Orlando Sanford-based crew, we'd like to thank you for flying with us today. It's truly been a pleasure. To hope to see you on another Allegiant flight real soon, visit our website at allegiant.com to book your future flights, hotels, car rentals, purchase tickets for local attractions, shows, and more.
Yeah, this is a very small airport. Yeah, don't know where to park actually. Oh, maybe here. There is someone standing. And he's also standing in the way. But who cares? And there's no line written here, so no more throttle. So it's a very small airport, and I'm struggling here. He will be dead. There we go. We worked perfectly. Throttle to idle, and then we can go for external power. We can turn off the lights. I was too busy with the chat actually, and I didn't watch my flaps, speed, whatever.
The doors verified?
So engines can come off. And so here we are. So I try to catch up with the chat. If we use the chat way, we don't have that. So do we have something? Nope. It seems we don't have anything. Okay. So do we have power? Nope. Also nothing. So on this airport here is nothing. And so for the landing rating, I don't know if that is correct, but it was a scary landing actually. So I don't know if that is correct. I had better landings than, and the number was higher, so I don't believe this. And that's one. Then in the chat, the disciple said, "This is still not bad as the one in your 737 Max went into the grass of the runway in some airports in Europe." Okay. Scarface needs money, and that was better. I don't think it's better. You land in 5 minutes. In the meantime, you're already landed, I think. So not a very long runway, small airport. The disciple list that never happened at Hamilton Island, or that plane will be floating. Yes, if that happened to Hamilton on Hamilton Island in Australia, then we were in the water. Oh, yeah, correctly. And so Scarface needs money. You land sketchy, but no crash. So in Salvador, yeah, I know that airport. And you forgot your auto brake. Yeah, almost forget that. I was just thinking on time of it. So, disciple, you were 100 off. Yes. So we go to drone mode. If the drone allows me, it seems not. Ah, come on. Oh, here we have. Okay. So this is the airport. It's not big, and we don't have catering, baggage, no power, nothing. So it's actually a very small airport. We can land here decent if we do that and prepare a bit more decent than what I did. But if you are busy with everything at the same time, then you forget things, or at least me. So I need this still. So we will go to the replay, and the replay also will reset the plane. Wait. And I suddenly have 2 replays. Why is that? No. So that replay is not working, and it seems the other one as well. So we'll delete this one, and then we can continue with the other one. So let's check that. It's also not working. So the replay is not working. I don't know what's wrong. I have only a few seconds recording, it seems. So my excuse, I have no replay. It's very sad because I wanted to see that replay. Actually it's very embarrassing, but yeah, no replay. So for the people that you still are here, I can also show you the planning for the rest of the week. Not always sure if it will be like that. Sometimes there is something coming between. So the Disciple are pretty nice with the forest and the water around it. Yes, it's pretty nice. And so for today we did this flight, and tomorrow we will do this flight. So we just wait for those two, and then we will directly go to this one. So that's for tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday we fly Royal Air Maroc, and then Thursday we fly Iran Air. That's for Thursday, if everything stays like it is now. So for once we are done at 11:30 exactly here in Belgium, so 11:30 p.m. So I can start working on the flight for tomorrow, and then I'll try to sleep before 1 o'clock. So that will not be the case, but you can always dream of it. So for the people that have questions, I'm still here for 1 minute. In 1 minute no questions, then I'm gone. In the meantime, El Bapino, alright, good night all. Well, El Bapino, have a good one, and see you next time, and thanks for joining us. Also, Disciple and Scarface needs money. Have a wonderful day, night, sleep, whatever, working day for some. So thanks for joining. To all the people here in the stream, thank you for watching, and I see you hopefully very soon. So thank you. Tomorrow we are back 9 p.m. European time, and then we fly in Australia. Disciple, sleep well, mate. Take care. See you tomorrow. So also good night, Alba Pino and Scarface, and good night to Monique, who was also here. Well, that's my auntie. So Scarface needs money. I'll see you soon. What a good stream. Wish you a good morning, good night. I'm off. Wish you all a good night. Hope you are you have an exciting plane. Well, we'll see tomorrow. Monique Whitwells, good night, everyone. So thank you very much, and then we see each other tomorrow again, and we can also do some flip-flops. For the people that don't know, you can also just change the coloring. If you have a Xbox controller and you are in drone mode, you can actually push the Y button, and then the left bumper, and then or the right bumper, so lighter for the right bumper and darker for the left button. So if you want to take screenshots. Very nice to do that you have that option. So without further ado, have a good night, good day, and see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching everyone. Bye bye.